Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Before I get into the video, I want to make sure, to remind everybody, set your clocks ahead an hour. We lose, it kind of sucks we lose an hour of sleep tonight, which means I have to go to work 1 hour sooner Monday morning. And also, congratulations to the movie Black Panther. In only 1 month, I can't remember the exact day it came out, but about a month, it's already earned over $1 billion at the box office. Great job. Now, I'm here to talk about Saturday Night Live, do a review of it, with Sterling K. Brown hosting it. Now, I never knew who Sterling K. Brown was, and then he came on, he said he was on the show This Is Us. I didn't know who he was. And the show starts out, they do like a skit from The Bachelor, kind of. I heard about this from Inside Edition. Like, one guy was talking to this other girl and stuff like that, and they had it uncut. And they did something like that involving, like, the White House, Joseph Mueller, and one girl. I mean, Robert Mueller, not Joseph Mueller. That's from KF Crave TV. Robert Mueller. And he said you can't commit to collusion or some crap like that. It wasn't funny at all. It was very long. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to fill a time filler that might captivate a couple people that might have thought that was funny, that it worked then. I thought that was really lame. I give that a 2 out of 10. I didn't like it. And then next was the monologue from Sterling K. Brown. It was okay. I get a 6 out of 10. Now, next came the Family Feud Oscar edition. I wrote all the skits down here because usually I forget them. I actually liked that one. I thought it was very drawn out too, but I mean, it was funny and silly. That imitation he does of Steve Harvey was very good. And then they had like the other people. And most people can't pronounce Guillermo del Toro's name either. They have trouble pronouncing his name. And they had lots of funny parts, but it was like very drawn out. They had each character introduced each character, and they did a little bit. And then they had one line of questioning. But it was actually really funny, but silly, but funny. And I liked that. I give that a 9 out of 10. Next was a commercial for, instead of This Is Us, it was This Is US. It was like a spoof on the staff and Donald Trump's cabinet and all this other stuff. It was lame. The only thing I thought, I liked Dr. Ben Carson, the imitation him is very whiny. That was funny. That was about it on that one. That was like a 5 out of 10. Next was a dinner scene where this one couple, that they had an interracial couple meet their parents, and they were saying they were seeing their favorite movie, Coco. And then Sterling K. Brown got upset, and he said, no, the best anime movie was Shrek, and they got a big fight about it. And the scene was all right. It brought some memories back to me, because when I was in Fort Detrick, Maryland, we had this one guy named Speed that was my roommate, and he always wanted people to think he was nuts and crazy and stuff. And he always do this maniacal laugh. I knew it was basically an act. But with him, he said the greatest movie ever made was Serpent and Rainbow, and I love that movie. And he was always mad at me. He said, will you agree that Serpent and Rainbow is the greatest movie ever made? I said, well, it's one of the greatest movies ever made. I love the movie, but I had to say it's great. I don't want to commit and say something's the greatest where there's other great movies out there too. He always got mad, and a lot of other people wouldn't even admit that was a great movie. I love that movie, and I was on his side. I agree with him, but I didn't say it was the top bestest movie. So we always, I don't know. It was kind of like he always got mad at people for doing that. But I mean, he was an okay guy though. But I said I'm agreeing with you. It's a great movie. But I had to agree it was the greatest movie of all time. But there's other movies that are just as great. That scene was okay. Like a 5 out of 10, I think. They had a Sasquatch sketch, which was really funny. Where they're in the woods, nighttime, and this Sasquatch came. I kind of looked like the Sasquatch kind of on a Jack Link's commercial, but even like cheaper looking. And there's this one guy, Sterling K. Brown, was saying like, you gotta be really calm and friendly with the show. It's that just let's do this thing of showing dominance. I'm like, and he was beating the crap out of this guy and peeing on it. That was really funny. I liked that. That was classic. That was a 10 out of 10. Next was a performance by guy James Bay. I never heard of the guy before. It was okay. I give that a 3 out of 10. I like what they do with the sets now. They do make some pretty elaborate sets for their musical guests. Because back in the old days, they just had a standard set, like when a band like the Meters would come out. This is late 70s. Or Jack Daniels, where he surprised me because I'm so used to seeing. This was a different time for music. When Devil down in Georgia was playing it, I remember he always said "son of a gun." On Saturday Night Live, that was the first time I heard him say the other one, "son of S.O.B." Well, he wouldn't say S.O.B. He said "son of a B.I." You know what I mean. It's good apple cider. It's just different. But I mean, his performance, it was, I don't know, 3 out of 10. Next was Weekend Update. Weekend Update was really lame. There were 3 jokes I thought was funny. They did a joke about Pac-Man was funny, and then a joke about the kids and the gummy bears, and the joke before that was funny. Aside from that, that gets like a 2 out of 10. Next was a Black Panther skit with like an outtake. That was really funny. Kenan Thompson, played like they were like the afterlife with all the purple sky and stuff. Because I saw it, and there was a scene where the one uncle was grilling burgers, and he said it was lion meat, and he did like a thing from Lion King. He tried to eat it. That was really funny. It made Leslie Jones almost break character. That was a good one. I get an 8 out of 10. That was really good. Next was the doctor skit. It was okay. Like I said, once again, Sterling K. Brown was very good in it, but I mean, it was only modestly good. I get a 4 out of 10. Next was the movie skit, which would have been funny. It's silly humor, but the way they committed to it, I mean, didn't make it. You had to make it believably silly, but I mean, they kind of dropped the ball on that one. That's a 4 out of 10. Next was the on the street interview that this guy did. He was supposed to be in some band or something like that. He was going to like, what's better, rock or rap? And then he was like real biased towards rock. And then he said, let's combine it for the very first time, rock and rap combined or something like that. And that was kind of a waste. Give that a 2 out of 10. Next was James Bay again. 3 out of 10. Next was a grandmother skit. And they said she was on her deathbed, and her last words were like a song that she sang from Nickelback, and I guess she saw Nickelback at concert like 53 times. It was okay. I give that a 3 out of 10. All in all, I thought Sterling K. Brown was a very good host. I don't know if he'll ever come back because maybe he's not like a big enough star. I mean, for NBC he is, because This Is Us is like a killer show for NBC. I thought it was really good. Not all the skits were great, but they were all watchable. I'd probably give it a very mild 7 out of 10. It's a very mild 7 out of 10. But there you have my review of the Saturday Night Live that Sterling K. Brown hosted. And it just premiered on NBC. And I hope you liked this video. Until next time, please take care, my legion. And don't forget to set your clocks ahead 1 hour. Baby. Boom.